Welcome, young scientists. Today we are going to explore the fascinating world of bubbles through a fun and exciting experiment. Bubbles are an important part of our daily lives, whether we are washing dishes or taking a bubble bath. But did you know that there's a lot of science behind bubbles? Through this experiment, we will learn about the properties of bubbles and the scientific principles behind them. Materials: a small bowl, water dish soap, a drinking straw, food coloring, which is 100% optional. Now for the instructions. Pour water into the bowl until it is about halfway full. Excellent job. Add a few drops of dish soap to the water and stir gently. You should see some suds forming on the surface of the water. If you want, you can add a drop or two of food coloring to the mixture to make your bubbles colorful. Take the drinking straw and dip one end into the soapy water mixture. Put your lips around the other end of the straw and blow gently to make a bubble. Experiment with different techniques to make different sizes and shapes of bubbles. You can try blowing through the straw with short, quick bursts of air or blowing gently for a longer period of time. Observe the bubbles closely. What do they look like? How do they move? What happens when they pop? Bubbles are made up of a thin layer of soapy water that traps air inside. When you blow through the straw, you create a small pocket of air that is surrounded by the soapy water. The soap molecules in the water form a thin film around the pocket of air, creating the bubble. The surface tension of the soapy water holds the bubble together, and the air inside pushes against the soap film to make it expand. When you blow gently, you create a larger pocket of air, which makes a bigger bubble. Blowing harder or with more force can create smaller bubbles. You can also experiment with different shapes by blowing the bubble through the straw at different angles. Bubbles are also affected by the environment around them. They can float in the air because the air inside the bubble is less dense than the surrounding air. When the bubble pops, the air inside rushes out, causing the bubble to burst. You can observe how bubbles move in the air and how they behave when they come into contact with different surfaces.